Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Curiosity Corner Live. My name is Jared, your friendly science Viking, and I'm a guest engagement specialist here at the Great Lakes Science Center. Now, each weekday at 10:30, bring you live interactive videos that give you some behind-the-scenes looks at stuff, some fun design challenges, things you can do at home, that kind of thing. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, so you don't miss out on any of the science that we bring to you. All right. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Whoa, let me try that again. How are you doing today? I'm going to assume you're doing well. It's been kind of rainy out lately, which is actually really a lot nicer than the horrible billion-degree heat, so I'll take it. Anyway, so today we're going to talk all about static electricity. Hi. Hi. There's my voice. I found it again. So, a little background. Electricity is the result of moving electrons. Everything, all of matter, me, you, my hat, is all made up of things called atoms, which are super tiny, microscopic things. We can't see them with just the naked eye. They look sort of like this, just a whole lot better. This is a very badly drawn atom. Roll with me. Anyway, inside our super tiny atom is a tinier nucleus. It's this guy. And orbiting around the nucleus are things called electrons, protons, and neutrons. So protons are positive charged little things. Neutrons are neutral. And electrons are negatively charged. Those are the fun ones. Now, when there's a lot of electrons revolving around an atom, that's when we get something that is called static electricity. Now, it's called static because it doesn't move, it doesn't change. Static electricity just kind of hangs out unless it's acted upon, because electricity is also, amongst other things, really, really lazy. Electricity will not do anything unless it has to. Super lazy. Now, so if our first question is, can we see electricity? Short answer, no. No, we can't. Because if you recall from our little atom picture, these are so small we can't see them. We can't see an atom with our eyes. So electricity is actually the movement of one electron to a different atom. I'm going to real quick and whip up an even worse atom. Wow, that's so bad. Don't worry, I'll show you. I'll own up to it. Don't worry. So, it's so much worse. Oh my goodness. So atom A over here and atom B are hanging out, being atoms. I don't know what they do. Maybe they go for small atomic drinks. I have no idea. Anyway, but atom A has one extra electron. Atom B is missing an electron. So what will happen is that electron will jump from atom A to atom B. But now atom B has an extra, and atom A is missing one. So now the electron is going to jump back to atom A. That back and forth, that movement, is what generates electricity. Now, to help demonstrate this in real time, I have the Graaff Generator, created by Robert Van de Graaff in 1929, I want to say. So it's very simple. It doesn't look simple, but it's very simple. At the base here is a rubber belt that's going to spin and generate electricity. As the rubber belt spins, there is a gold orb here that's going to catch the sparks that are created and pull it up into our orb. So right now, everything is balanced because nothing is happening. So this has a balanced charge. My aluminum foil hat on top, which kind of looks like a burrito from this angle. Now I'm hungry. I did it to myself. Our aluminum foil hat has a balanced charge. Everything is okay. But once I turn it on, now this little belt you can see, hopefully you can see it, is spinning inside. And as it does, it's building charge. It's becoming imbalanced. When it builds up enough charge, oh, there it goes. You see how my tinfoil hat up here is starting to move. It's starting to shake. Because now, this is imbalanced and has the same charge as my hat. All of this is now, let's say, a negative charge. I don't know for sure. We don't know. But we'll say it is a negative charge. Like charges repel each other, just like magnets. If you put a north polarized magnet to a north, they repel each other. That's what's happening here. This hat is being repelled from our Van de Graaff. Now, this is my magic Van de Graaff wand. This is grounded and plugged in so that anything it touches will immediately be put into the ground and the charge will dissipate. That's what being grounded means. And the imbalanced charge will go into the earth and the earth absorbs it. The earth is a giant lightning rod. What we got? Let's see if I can angle right here. Boop. There we go. So as this is dedicating an imbalanced charge, as our Van de Graaff creates it, it's trying to balance it out with my magic wand here. So you can see the tiny little spark that's being generated. All right. So that is our, hey, yes. Hey, it got knocked off. Oh, no. Anyway, so that is our high-tech static electricity generator machine. What are they called? The Van de Graaff. It's so much easier to say. So anyway, so our bolts of electricity, our static, is a lot like lightning. Lightning happens when all of the clouds in the sky move around. They get charged up. They become imbalanced, but the ground, the earth, is neutral, so it jumps down in order to balance that out. Okay, then. Let's see. I got one more thing here. Now, the problem with static electricity is that whenever there's an imbalance of charge, static electricity can happen. Static electricity can happen. Ooh, said that really fast. And the issue can be, because it's static, you may not always know it's there until those charges try to balance each other out. For example, in factories, too much static buildup can lead to a spark that causes a fire. In hospitals that need to keep clean, static electricity can move dust where it shouldn't be, and dust can carry germs, which obviously you don't want in a hospital. So that brings us to today's design challenge. So I showed you the super high-tech way of making static electricity. But what other things around the house, maybe, what other things do you think can produce static electricity? How can you at home develop an imbalance of charge? I don't know. Maybe there are no home remedies. Think about any time that you've got shocked while walking across the floor or you plugged something in. Do not experiment with plugging things in. It was an example. Do not try it. It will hurt. Don't do it. Are there any other odd things you can do at home that may, in fact, create a static charge? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there aren't. Maybe there are no home remedies that can ever do this kind of thing. For everyone who's wondering, I rubbed a balloon against a sweater, which created an imbalance, and then put it over these pellets, which have a neutral charge. And so now, in order to balance that out, they drew them in. Because, fun fact, gravity is a super weak force. Hooray! Okay. So yes, this is one experiment that you can do to build up static electricity. Could be fun. Okay, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you check in tomorrow with my buddy Andy as he tells you all about geysers. Oh. All right, before I let you go, before we say goodbye, one more thing I wanted to say. I know school is starting up soon. I think talks have been finalized and a plan is in place. And I know that a lot of you are scared, which is completely fine. It's completely acceptable. It's a very scary situation. But just keep in mind that as long as we're smart, as long as we stick together, we can make it through this. A lot of these precautions seem a little over the top. They're at the very least annoying, but they're to keep you safe. They're to keep everyone else safe. They're to keep your parents, any adults, your grandparents, your dog, your teachers, it's to keep everybody healthy and okay. But it's only going to work if we stick together, if we're kind to each other. So I think as long as we keep our heads on straight, everything will be okay. So I have been your friendly science Viking. Until next time, have fun, be safe, and as always, stay curious.